Welcome, all you Cancer signs, to your monthly reading for the month of August. And we've been looking into chakras each month, starting all the way back in January. Last month, we hit the 7th most popular chakra, which is the crown chakra. And now we're moving into kind of the out of ordinary or well-known chakras, which this month we're starting with the Earth Star Chakra. And this chakra is the one that's 6 inches below our feet. And it's in the ground, it's in the earth, so it does help us align with the heart of the earth. And we've got that divine feminine energy with that, so it helps us be anchored. It helps our light and our soul anchor itself into the planet itself, that divine feminine energy which allows us to feel supported and grounded and held on our journey. So for this reading for this month, we're just going to ask the Creator for their advice on what area of your life or what they want you to know around feeling supported, grounded, and held. If you're new to my channel, what I do each month is actually take a tarot deck and I split out the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And the major arcana is the overall energies for the month. So we're going to start off with that. I am using the tarot of the magical forest this month. And all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So we'll give these a shuffle, and we'll just start off to see what general advice for the entire month that the Creator has for you around that, feeling supported and grounded and held by that divine feminine energy of the earth. So for all of our Cancer signs, what would you like them to know? Okay, there we go. So we start off with this one here, and you do have the moon. And so you have this beautiful card here that is actually your ruler. You know, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So this is very much your energy. You know, Mother Luna, you have that natural, motherly, nurturing energy around you anyway. So this is perfect for what we're having here. And we're also going to pull a card here from the Ancestral Path Tarot. So what else they want to add into this? So kind of feel the message so far is it's time for you to be able to feel mothered instead of you wanting to mother the entire planet, right? That's just your nature. All right, that's the one right here. Just move these over, and you also have, yeah, perfect. So you have the Ace of Cups. So you are a water sign, and this, of course, the Ace of Cups is the water element. This is the chalice. This is the Holy Grail. And so you get to, instead of feeling like you're a barrel where everyone is tapped in, you know, at the very bottom of it, sucking your life force out of you, you, like we're talking about, get to be mothered. You get to feel the beautiful, unconditional love and nurturing of the heavenly realms, of the spiritual realms of Mother Earth fill you up, and once you fill up, then you overflow out to the world. So you no longer have to give of your life force to where you feel drained and then resentful and exhausted. You get to, especially during this month of August, you get to feel this wholeness and this completeness fill you up emotionally and fill that up, and then everyone else gets this beautiful overflow. And don't worry, everyone is going to love this part. You know, they may not like it when you disconnect all those pipelines sucking this life energy out of you, but what they're getting is bitter and sour and full of resentment, right? Anyway, so once you fill up here with this wonderful nectar, this unconditional love, it's sweet, it's manna, it fills you up and overflows. One drop of this overflow of unconditional love is so much sweeter and so much more comforting and refreshing to everyone else than barrels and barrels and barrels of that sour, bitter water they were getting before. So trust me, you will love it, and they will love it too. It might just take them time to realize, oh, yeah, I like this much better. Then we're going to move into the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And the 4 suits of the minor arcana represent 4 different areas of your life. And we're going to start off with the fire element, which is the wands suit. And this is your drive, your ambition, your inspiration, just your overall passion and energy of life. It can be your spiritual energy too. So we're just going to ask for this particular area is what the creator and spirit wants you to know about your energetic adventure during the month of August. So for our Cancer signs, what do you want them to know about their energetic experience? Okay, they do want that one right there. And then we're also going to pull a card here from the Star Seed Oracle and just see what else they want to add to that. All right, so what else for our Cancer signs for their energetic adventure? Okay, they do want that one right there. And I know in the beginning when you hear, it's put yourself first, you're like, oh my gosh, that's so uncomfortable because that's so not what you're used to doing. But trust me, it's going to be worth it in the long run for you. Yeah. Because here you have the 8 of Wands. This is a great amount of energy flowing back in, which makes total sense because as you focus this emotional energy upon yourself, instead of having all this, life force go out into a black hole on the outside, you get all this energy, all this return. So this energy returns back to you instead of you trying to please everyone on the outside and doing all of that external emotional drama, with trying to please everyone all the time. It is exhausting. That's when you get bitter, like we were talking about. But this energy coming back to you is so beautiful for you that you're just going to feel like, oh my gosh, where did all this energy come from? I feel whole. I feel complete. I don't feel exhausted. Well, I forgot what this feels like. And so this is perfect for you. Also, this can represent spiritual messages coming in from spirit, which makes sense. As you connect to this unconditional love from above, you also have this clarity. Instead of all this chaotic noise of fear on the outside, as you fill up with this unconditional love, it gets very quiet to where you can hear the whispers of love from above. The moon also has this great amount of trusting your intuition, trusting those new messages, those secret messages that were unknown before, diving deep. I mean, you've got this water coming in here for you. So it's definitely what you're used to diving into. So nothing to be scared of, but you do have this energy coming in and these very clear messages coming from spirit as well. And then you've got lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. This is a beautiful card here too. Let's try to get it where there's not a big glare on here. Trying to get my lighting, kind of experimenting. But you can see here, let me see if I can do this better here. Maybe this will be better. Maybe not. But you can kind of see here, this looks like there's like this portal that you go through here. And the lost lands, I feel, is this lost energy, this lost place that you used to go to that before you really got drawn out into trying to please everyone else all the time, right? Let's see what else it has here for you. Says the world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours is today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back, right? This unknown we were talking about too with the moon. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. And we're talking about getting messages from above. And so these ancient messages, a lot of this ancient wisdom is what's going to be coming in for you. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but you feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided, right? Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today, just in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experience them. And if this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exist within you. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. Wow. And these cards have a starseed activation. It says, imagine this card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. That is beautiful. Yeah, definitely this energy coming into you. It's like you have a new need to have this energy back. Instead of investing it out here as you've gone, you're ready to let that journey go. You've done it enough. You're kind of sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're ready to invest this energy in a new mission in your life, which we'll move into here, into the earth element, which is the Pentacles suit, and where this energy is internal, and we'll talk about your mind and your emotions. All that is internal. This is the only suit that's external anyway. So it's the other people that are on stage with you, your props, your body, your possessions, all that stuff on the outside of you. So this will be what the Creator and Spirit wants you to know about your physical adventure during this month. So for our Cancer signs, what do you want them to know about their physical adventure, please? Okay, so they want you to have those two. And then we're also going to pull a card here from the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. See what else they want you to know. One more time. All right. So for our Cancer signs, what do you want them to know, please? What else about their physical adventure? Okay, actually, they do want this one right here. So we start off with the Four of Pentacles here, which is about stability. All the fours, think of a table with four huge legs on them. It's a very solid foundation. The Pentacles also represent like your worth and how you're defining yourself by the outside world. So there is this stability that is coming in with your worth. And yeah, and then you have the Six of Pentacles. Yep. So Six of Pentacles is the giving and receiving card. It's the balancing between giving and receiving, kind of that codependency awareness card, which I have to tell you is really the juice of what was going on before. You know, I was talking about how you're giving yourself and giving yourself and giving yourself for the sake of others without giving you what you need. That's what a codependency does. An enabler in a codependent relationship, and that can be with romantic, friends, family, work, even, or anything else, even with your beliefs around spirit and the spiritual world. It's like, I must sacrifice for you. And they're like, we don't need you to sacrifice for us. Because the enabler side of you, something in our childhood told us that if we're not giving something to other people, then we're worthless. We're not worthy to be around. We have to be giving, and then we're allowed to receive love. But when we do that, like when you enter a relationship, you know, we enter a relationship as adult to adult usually, but then it quickly becomes mama bird, daddy bird to baby bird. We want to give and not receive back from them. And as before, as I said, you get to the point where you give till you're exhausted, and you continue to give until you're resentful. And, you know, it doesn't end up in a very healthy place for us, because baby bird wants to be able to give back to us too, and if we won't accept it, they'll just give it away to other people. So if it's a romantic relationship, they might have an affair because that other person is allowing them to give to them, or they might become a workaholic and invest all that energy into their work or a hobby or their friends, or whatever it might be. They're investing their energy outward somewhere else. And so this message that comes in here along with this Four of Pentacles is that you find your foundation within instead. You allow yourself this unconditional love becomes the foundation of your worth. It's unconditional, no conditions. You get it just because of who you are. Nothing you can do to earn it, nothing you can do to lose it. It's eternal, it's stable. The Four of Pentacles teaches us that we're taught to look outside of ourselves for our wholeness, our completeness. And one of the pentacles we're told to define ourselves by is relationships. Another one is situations or circumstances like work, job, social status. And the third pentacle is things like our bodies, like our possessions, like our bank accounts. All those things are unstable. People change or they pass away. Situations never stay the same. And things break down, deteriorate, or are stolen or burned down. So we realize when we define our worth by those outside things that we feel unstable inside ourselves. But when this becomes our foundation, when we find after disappointment, we're turned inward finally, we connect to this, and then we have that solid foundation come in. Then we allow ourselves to receive, and we fill up, and then we give. That's the transformation that happens. And then you have the wolf, the path finder. And that says, release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is the secret power. You have a love that endures. Yeah. So definitely that is this message here. Actually, I want to do it like this. Just put that under here. And we'll see what else they offer here. But once you find this for yourself, then this wisdom that you glean, and the wisdom beyond, like it said, beyond anything you have known, you're able to share it with others too. And self-worth, finding that worth that way and that stability, what a huge lesson it is. It is a life changer. So the wolf is the teacher, the sage, and the pathfinder. And the wolf is revered as one of the great totems in Native American culture because wolf, by their example, instructs us about leadership, survival, and social order, right? They teach that power comes from the cooperative efforts of the pack. Wolves know their place and know what to do. They are loyal mates. Their parenting instincts are strong, and the entire pack helps raise the young. Wolf is loving, but also very firm. Wolf has extraordinary strength and endurance. And if wolf is your totem, you may be asked to take a leadership role in your community in the outside world, right? You may feel drawn to teaching and help raise the young. You may be asked to be a mentor and a guide to others. With wolf as your totem, you will certainly succeed in these endeavors. Wolf will ask you to not avoid your responsibilities within your pack. You are the accountable one and should be proud that others can depend on you. The moon is an ally to the wolf, of course, and represents wisdom and intuition from the feminine divine. Everything we've been talking about. Wolf people are great friends, lovers, teachers, and parents. So ask the wolf to help you find your best life. And this is naturally for you. You are connected to the moon, that nurturing, teaching, guiding type of divine feminine energy. Whether you're male or female or however you identify, you have this nurturing side of you. But don't let it become out of balance is what this is kind of all coming into play too. Now, this card does bring 4 areas that you can, questions or statements that you can look at. And so whichever ones of these resonate with you. The first one is, are you trying to do everything on your own? Let others help. Remember to stay close to your pack is number 2. Number 3, are you shirking responsibility? And number 4, are others influencing you to leave your path? So good things to contemplate and look at. And then we will move into the third element, which is the air element. And this is the sword suit, which is your mental kind of adventure. It's your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. So this will be what the Creator and Spirit want you to know about your mental adventure during August. So for our Cancer signs, what do you want them to know? Oh, okay. About their mentalness. Yep, here you go. So you've got the number 9 of swords. This is known as the nightmare card or the insomnia card. And here's all those expectations, all those things that have been exhausting you, like I talked about in the beginning, that are making you resentful. You're trying to do so much, trying to please so many people, trying to live up to all those conditional love laws that you're actually, that exhaustion I was talking about, you're losing sleep or having nightmares or weird dreams about it all. And so this is going to bring you so much rest and so much peace of mind, because the 9s also are like the Hermit card in the Major Arcana, which allows you to turn inward, and you're finding these thoughts and these beliefs that you've had that you're ready to let go of. You're really understanding that it's you and part of your journey to understand it. These thoughts and beliefs served you for a time to allow you to have the opposite experience of peace by experiencing chaos, but you are ready for this new movement. You're ready for this change. We're also going to get some more information here through these numerology guidance cards. So what else they want you to know about this adventure? But you are sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, and resentful, bitter, exhausted, especially. You're ready for this energy to return to you, right? So what else for our Cancer signs about their mental adventure? Okay. Can't make this up. This one talked about teacher and leadership, this is teaching and learning, and then you also have leadership, which I also mentioned there. So you definitely have this calling to learn and teach, but also and to lead. So you definitely, this wisdom and all this that you've been learning through this process, nothing has been wasted. All these life lessons and this knowledge and this wisdom you've been learning and growing with is coming back to here. So you definitely are being called to lead and to teach and leading by example is a type of leadership. So if you're like, no, there's no way I don't want to lead anything and no way I want to teach, living your life from this new place of unconditional love, that is what changes. We can't change the world through changing minds, because our minds don't want to change. And if anyone tries to change our mind, we just reinforce and put walls up. But the world is changed through the heart. It's changed through love. And as you become full of this unconditional love and this falls out over, people are touched, their hearts are touched by this unconditional love, and that's what starts sparking change. But leadership, it says this card indicates a time to lovingly lead and guide others who are less capable than you are at this time. This may apply to your workplace, your community, your family, or circle of friends. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to have confidence in your ability to motivate and inspire those who accompany you on your path. This card can also indicate a role as a leader in your field. You may choose to rise to the top of your game with your unique talents, or to lovingly lead others to a new, improved way of life. Either way, it's time to step up to the plate and adopt a position of authority, for you have a natural ability to lead. Remember, a successful leader leads alongside others rather than from above, right? Kind of like that, not mama bird, baby bird, but as two adults, equal. Others graciously follow when you have their best interests at heart. So know that it is safe for you to lead the way. And then teaching and learning, let's read from that one too. Maybe. Okay. It says this card indicates a time of significant learning and growth when the wisdom you will gain will be of great benefit to others too. That's what this card talked about. There is much potential for you to teach what you've experienced. In fact, your life lessons are just as valuable as your academic knowledge. That's what we just said. Therefore, every trial and tribulation can help you be of service to the world. This card encourages you to have faith in your ability to teach, because teaching is simply passing on to others information they didn't already know. You probably already do this by sharing the lessons you've learned and the discoveries you've made with your colleagues, your family members, your children, or your friends. So please don't underestimate the importance of what you have to say. This is a time to investigate new opportunities or areas of study to expand your existing wisdom. The more you learn, the more you have to teach, which serves your greater good and the greater good of all. If there is something you would like to teach, then set the intention and do it. Do it. Love it. Definitely a message being reiterated here about you gleaning new wisdom and sharing that with people. So I love it. And then we move into the final suit, which is your suit of cups, which is water element. This, of course, represents emotions. So this will be what the creator wants you to know about your emotional adventure during August. So this is where you've lived and breathed. This is nothing that scares you at all. This is where you have your home. So for our Cancer signs, what else would you like them to know about their emotional experience? Okay. And you have the Four of Chalices, the Four of Cups. So the stability here coming in with your stability in the outside world comes in with this Ace of Cups being offered to you here. Those three cups are those three areas of relationships, situations, and things we talked about that left you unfulfilled. And here you are meditating on this unconditional love, which brings in your emotional stability for this month as well. So I love that. Easy breezy. Then we're going to pull your final oracle card from this high vibe deck. And because this is the final oracle card, it's going to be a wild card. It can be whatever else the creator wants you to know about your month of August. Or it can be additional information on your emotional adventure too. Okay, one more time. All right, so what else for our Cancer signs? What else would you like them to? What's your final oracle message for them? You've got ask yourself. You can read that there. I'll read it to you as well. I know it's kind of bright. It says, get curious and ask yourself these questions. What does it feel like when I feel good in my body? What does joy feel like to me? What would it feel like if I were able to receive joy and love? Wow. What would it feel like in my body if I were a high vibrational being full of unconditional love, right? Get curious, ask questions, and notice how your body changes. Those are wonderful questions, whichever ones resonate there for you. And then your final messages are going to be from this Whispering Woods deck, and it's just the final message, whatever Creator and Spirit have for all our Cancer signs for the month of August. So they do want that one, these two, and those two. All right. So we'll start with this one over here. You have time, which says, embrace in the dewdrops of life before they disappear with the morning sun. And I kind of like, the time is now. What are you waiting for? The perfect timing is coming up. It's, when you say the word finally, okay, I'm finally going to do this, that's a judgment. That's not, that's saying that you have failed in the past and that, the timing, I miss my bus, I miss my boat. timing is always perfect. We never take a leap and we never make changes until we're ready. And this is saying that this is the time, and you knew before you came down here that such as a time as this is what you've been waiting for. Oh my gosh. Learn. Take a lesson from the owls. Deeply observe the night and you'll become a little wiser in the day. So again, reiterating this learning and teaching that we've been talking just a little bit about during this reading. You've got the humility, which is normal for you. Flowers are unaware of each other's beauty, but they bloom regardless. And I kind of feel like you tend to be overly humble, where you doubt yourself and you're like, no, I could never do that. And this is like the opposite, the leadership. That's this not false humility, but this taught humility, that was rooted in fear before, where whenever you stepped up out of line and got punished for it, that's what's kept you small, but your smallness is over. This is like telling you, you got it, and they want you to flaunt it and share it. Then you have journey, which says branch out to new worlds. So you are ready. Like it says, you're ready to start off. In fact, I feel like this journey, we talked about lost lands and new worlds. This is that new wisdom, that new step that you're going. Yeah. And then you have your final message is let go. Let go. Enjoy the pulsing light of the firefly, but don't hold on too tight and squish his guts. So enjoy this process. You don't have to attach to the outcomes. This is all about the journey. This is all about you embracing this. So don't feel like you have to have this pressure of going along this stuff. Just trust your intuition, trust your gut. You have that moon energy, you have this love. Focus on unconditional love and filling up with it. And when you do that, you do hear these messages very clearly. You get this energy back, and you don't feel fear in going forward with it, because you're just so full of love and you want to share it in your own unique way. Don't try to fit in like you did with all this nightmare card, trying to please everyone. Share your unconditional love within your heart with the world in your own unique, special way. There's no pressure in that. When you can just be yourself, let go of all those outcomes, the supposed to be's, the should be's, the need to be's, the have to be's, the musts, then you are able to express your beautiful, beautiful heart, this beautiful wisdom that you're gleaning through your life experiences and from communication with spirit. The world is waiting for you to share that, and you can't go wrong. So I love this for you. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these monthly readings, I also put out weekly energy updates for each zodiac sign, and also a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button. That gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. And also doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, especially subscribing to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy excited. It wants to share the messages and videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I'm of course very, very grateful. Also, these are general messages. If you're looking for even more specific information and specific answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, beautiful Cancer signs, as you go through this amazing month, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing month. We'll be talking very soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.